Gotta move the dumpster missile, the Z, and the S14. It's like Alex already grabbed all of his shells. Ron got most of his stuff out of here.
But we have 2 of them, so it's not like we gotta fit everything. But yeah. Oh, Alex texted me asking if we're hungry.
It's the next day and we have everything moved into the garage. The lighting in here really sucks, so I need to change the bulbs for these things so we get some better lighting and a little bit of heat, because I guess it's going to be like 50 degrees, which is very cold for Floridians. So we put the seats in the dumpster for now, and it's starting to smell like a dumpster again. They gotta go. I should probably just throw them out or sell them. I don't think anybody would want to buy them though. They're kind of gross. So now we have 2 shops. We have 2 bays over here, and then the 1 bay over here. So I want to go over the Port 15 aftermath and what I think about it, and if there's any like tips and tricks for it. The purpose of the Port 15 was because of all the rust, and it was going to be down to bare metal in a lot of places. I wanted to spray an epoxy primer. Because of the shop setup that we were in, it wasn't really an ideal location to spray something like that. With the epoxy primer, if you're spraying it, it's very harsh once it's airborne. You do not want to have that in your lungs. I didn't have the equipment over here for that. So the Port 15, I kind of thought would be a better alternative, which it is as far as like where the rust spots are. However, maybe it wasn't the best idea to paint the entire bay. Even though we weren't very heavy-handed, there are a lot of drip marks. So with the Port 15, if you're using a foam brush, it does cause a lot of bubbles. So I don't know if you can see that here. There are a lot of little bubbles within the paint as well, and fur. But the reason for the bubbles is because in the foam brush, it holds a lot of air as well as the paint, so when you're pressing down, it kind of creates those bubbles. It does self-level, but it did trap those bubbles inside while it was curing. And there are fisheyes all over the place as well, which was to be expected because of all the oils in the air and the type of environment that we were painting in. The good thing about the Port 15 is that it does self-level, so you don't see any stroke marks whatsoever, and that's what's really nice about it. And it is a good, solid paint. I started trying to sand out a lot of the bubbles and drip, so we're going to have to re-sand a lot of the stuff. We were planning on just scuffing it anyway, so it's not like we're adding an additional step, so which is fine. Once we get all of the drips, we're going to use filler primer and then also work on the rust hole over here. With this rust hole, the plan is to cut it out and then grind underneath to get any remaining rust that's left over. The Port 15 kind of took care of all of the surface on top, so we're good with that. And then I have wire mesh, so wire mesh is going to go under there. We're going to put some fiberglass on top, some Bondo, and kind of make it look pretty, shape it up. After that, all we need to do is just lay the base coat and then clear coat, and it should be good. But yeah, so I think that's the next thing that I'm going to work on now, just so then I can get everything all ready and prepped, so then Juan and Joe can start working on the engine and getting that in place. Now, an update with the 240. I pretty much have all of the urethane removed. I can clean it up a little bit later, so I might just grab like a little grinder or something. I didn't do that part. I have some, I think like Kanthal wire that I'm going to use just to see if that will help the bottom parts. Because the glass is so thick, like trying to pull up the urethane, it's not as flexible when you have these thick shards of glass on there. I tried smashing it up to see if it'll make it a little bit easier, but it didn't really help too much. So the plans or my ideas with the dumpster missile is to basically leave like a little strip here, so then I can leave the flange for the urethane so I could put a new windshield on. So I want to keep like a standard windshield, and then maybe create a new flange along this part here and plexiglass. So it's just going to be kind of like a see-through window or see-through roof, which might be cool. I haven't really fully planned it out or made any confirmations whether that's what I'm going to do, but that's just one of my ideas. Seems pretty cool, might be fun. But yeah, so that's what I'm looking at with the dumpster missile. I have a bunch of parts in there. I don't know if I have any place to store everything in here. If I put a shelf, this is how much space I have. This is how much space I have between the wall and the car. So I don't really have space to put like a shelf here. I guess there might be a little bit more space here on the side. Also, I have a really cool Christmas gift right there. So I have a new clutch pedal. So I'm pretty excited about this. Awesome Christmas gift. And then I have this little storage thing here, all cute and girly. I don't have too many tools because the last shop I worked at a couple years ago, all my shit was stolen, and I just have like a little bag that I keep in the back of my car. And I really haven't purchased anything since because I have a daily that's not also a project, and I don't really need to have that many tools. So now that I have a project car again, I can start buying stuff. Also, if anybody's interested, I wasn't planning on doing any body work to this car, but I kind of want an excuse to buy a stud welding gun. So if anybody's interested in me doing any type of body work or learning how to do like certain body work, actually I don't think that really needs a stud gun on this side. Let me check the other side. I guess that doesn't. Well, maybe I can use it on the truck. I just really want a stud welding gun. I guess I could try using it for that. I tried using a plunger to get that out, but it just popped right back in and I didn't feel like dealing with it anymore. But I think I could make an excuse to use a stud welder for this. It's probably a little unnecessary. If anyone's interested in learning, let me know in the comments, and I will make an excuse to buy a stud welder. But now I'm gonna go ahead and try to finish organizing and see where I'm gonna put everything.